Demon Wars, The Iron Samurai, issue number 1 from Marvel Comics. So this is very unique. This is very manga inspired. It's by a woman named Peach Momoko, who actually is a Japanese artist, lives in Japan. Mostly she does covers for comics and stuff, like variant covers. But I believe this is actually the first time she's ever gone to write and draw something of her own. And it's beautiful. I don't have any other words to describe it. It's amazing. First off, her artwork is great. It said she's heavily inspired by Studio Ghibli, and I can really see that. I can see the Studio Ghibli influence. Yeah, even just the way that the story is told. Let's just get into it. We see a mountain, and we see underneath that mountain, hidden behind a ward, is the headless body of an Oni. And the main character is that Oni's daughter. Her name is Mariko. Mariko is the daughter of an Oni and a human woman. Her father is obviously dead. And her mom, I believe, is dead too. She lives with her grandma and she lives with their maid. And the grandma is like the last of a summoner, a practitioner. And she's like a sorcerer kind of. And the maid is a former assassin trying to redeem herself by, I guess, becoming a maid. Mariko realizes that one day she finds out that her father is an Oni. Because of that, it feels almost like she's just kind of suffering from depression, like the way she explains herself. She says, I've tried being my old self. I've watched movies, read books, but I feel nothing. It's like something is missing inside me. But hey, life goes on, right? It's like, that kind of sounds like depression. But yeah, she's trying to live her life normal, live her life the way it was before she found out that she's half demon. And she just can't. And lately, she's also been seeing stuff. She's been seeing other demons. She's been seeing yokais, and they seem to be following her. But sometimes she'll turn around and they would disappear. Other times she'll be doing her own thing and they appear. So she's kind of wondering, like, am I really seeing them, or are they just part of my imagination? One night, she wakes up and she sees a bunch of yokai hovering over her in her bed, and they start to leave, and she chases after them. And she discovers what looks like a Buddhist monk, and he's standing in front of a torii, and she walks through it, and she enters this fantastical world filled with the yokai. And it reminds me very much of the Studio Ghibli film Spirited Away. Or if anyone has read the web comic Irma. Irma lately has been doing this arc where Irma goes with her parents to visit the parents, like the family on her mom's side. Her mom is a ghost, a Yuri, I think. Yeah, like she enters her family's world, which is like the demon underworld. And that's what this reminds me of, kind of. But she goes through the torii, enters this yokai world, and meets this little girl. And there's an earthquake. Earthquakes have been happening a lot lately. And the girl leads her under this tree where she meets the samurai. Well, it's actually just the armor of the samurai. So everyone here is a yokai. The samurai challenges Mariko, basically to prove herself as the daughter of the Oni. And she fights it. And eventually the samurai is going to shoot a bow at her when this falcon guy shows up. And his name is Hayabusa. And Hayabusa basically explains that, okay, there's other ways to find out if she's the one other than having to use violence. And so they sit her down, they give her food, and then this Ibogami shows up to tell the story. And basically the story is that there was this powerful Oni who is Mariko's father, and he now protects the yokai world. Basically, he was in the human world. He was up to no good. He tipped off the wrong people. They hunted him down and they cut off his head. And with him gone, the power of the yokai diminished. But they were able to get his body, his headless body, and stash it in the shrine. And the magical aura that comes off of his body is able to keep the yokai safe. It protects them, and it's protected them for centuries. But lately, that started to not work because Mariko has started stirring up the Oni. Basically, by wearing the armor from his missing head, it's caused like a ripple effect, and the body has woken up, and it's not too happy to have its head missing, and the body moving around is what's causing all the earthquakes. So these yokai want Mariko to hunt down the head of the Oni and attach it back to her father, make him whole again, and they believe that that will be able to protect them, and maybe then they can have peace between the yokai and the human world. However, there's a splinter faction of the yokai who don't want that to happen. They don't want his head to be found because they fear that once his head is back attached to his body and he's whole again, that they won't be able to control him anymore. That he might attack them, or he might do something to destroy the peace that they currently have between them and the humans. So yeah, there's a faction that wants her to find the head. There's a faction that doesn't want her to find the head. And it's up to her to make the decision on what she decides to do. Either way, whatever decision she makes, she's going to have enemies. I'm going to stop it there. There's more, but I don't want to spoil everything because I highly recommend checking it out. This was, it was great. I love the artwork for it. Very stylized, very beautiful. It does give me a Studio Ghibli kind of feel. Also reminds me very much of Okami, like that kind of art style, like the old Japanese like water paints kind of. That's what it kind of looks like. But yeah, the artwork is beautiful. Story is very, very interesting, and yeah, I like this issue a lot. I thought it was really, really good. Looking forward to seeing more of this. So that's Demon Wars: The Iron Samurai issue number 1. I highly recommend checking it out. If you're a fan of manga, if you're a fan of like Japanese culture, yokai, if you're a fan of Studio Ghibli, or if you just want to try something new, check it out. It's a really good issue. Like I said, I really enjoyed it. But there you go. Hope you enjoyed the video. To see you next time. Take care. Later. So what did you guys think of that video? I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe, hit that bell for a notification, leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And if you didn't enjoy the video, thank you for watching it this far, and I hope the next video is more to your liking. Feel free to check out the playlist that you guys see, and I hope to see you guys next time. Later.